Hello everybody, it's Johnny from WP Johnny, and normally I don't like to do more than one video per year, but since you guys are special, I'm going to do the second one right now. Today we're going to cover the Cwicly Gutenberg editor kit, page builder, something like this. So Cwicly is pretty new onto the market. I think they've been out for about a year and a half. What it does is it's a plugin that adds more page building capabilities to your Gutenberg editor. So what does this mean? Well, right off the bat, because it's Gutenberg, it's going to be faster, cleaner code, loads faster on the front end. You'll probably get higher page scores. So these are things that are really nice, just in general, right? Because your site is loading faster, and many people believe it helps their SEO. Client friendly. Not sure about this. We're going to talk about that. Active development. So they are there. It's a very engaged, very active community. Lots of new things coming on, and I think many people are excited by what Cwicly is promising and what they're doing out there. So let's cover what it is and what it isn't. We're going to start here on this site. So by the way, it's super easy to get started with Cwicly. Right now it's a paid plugin, but you can start just by going to their, hit the try for free. You put in your email, it gives you a link, and your test site is up and running. So I have one right here. It looks like this, and we're gonna get started. So first off, I'm gonna go and create a new page, and it's gonna look like that. So it's the Gutenberg editor, but it's been enhanced. They've added some things. So first off, let's just put a title, and we're going to call this Cwicly page. Okay, we're going to publish it. Right off the bat, you're going to realize that it looks more trimmed down. It looks more like a developer's tool. We add blocks from here. We can add blocks from here. That's kind of Gutenberg-ish. And here a Gutenberg panel comes out. And you can see that these are the ones with this like infinity looking sign. These are the Cwicly blocks. And if these right here, these are all your other blocks, right? The default ones or ones from other Gutenberg block library plugins you've installed. We're going to add a regular heading block. Okay. And just type heading. This is a heading. Okay. And over here, I'm just going to open up this panel, and then we've got these we've got those options where we can edit things. And you know what? I'm just going to push my face a little lower down. Cool. There we are. Now, what if I was to like go and add one of the Cwicly blocks? So let's do their heading. Okay, so this one, I'm going to call it Cwicly heading. Okay, the other one was a default one. Again, we're going to go back here. And as you can see, so this part of the page looks fine. But when I click on this block, because it is a Cwicly block, there's kind of like more options, more settings, more typography and margin and all kinds of stuff. So did you see what just happened? Right? So you could say it's more dev friendly. Design, advanced. Here we can do conditions. So like it only shows for certain types of users, right? Depending on whatever condition you want, and so forth and so forth. Dynamic tag. Okay. How about here? Let's do this. How about here for heading? I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to tell it. Actually, I'm going to delete it. Let's delete this block. And let's say I want to add a new block. There's many ways to add a block. I'm going to go here. Let's just put a section in here. Okay, great. Now with this section, you see I can kind of decide. You see how they added these tools? So I can add a block on top. I can add a block just inside. I can add a block beneath. Let's add a block inside, and we're going to use the Cwicly heading again. Oh, I see. I put it on top. Okay, quick heading. And here, you know what? We're going to use a dynamic tag, and we're going to use the post title. Okay. So here we are. I'm going to hit update. I promise you this review is going to move along very quickly. So there you go. So there's dynamic content capabilities. These are things that developers would really like. And if I go here and let's add, okay, let's pick something a little more complicated. How about a modal? How about a slider? Okay. Actually, I don't have any images in here, so screw this. Yeah, let's just delete this block. Let's just how about an accordion? Okay. And we go here. We've got more styles and such. All right. What if I go here? I'm going to go here and I'm just going to add a regular header, a regular heading block, reg heading. And here I'm going to go to this. What? Oh, I guess it, okay, there we go. See? So it doesn't have like as many settings as the Cwicly blocks. So what are we learning? Cwicly, first off, is like a Gutenberg block library. It has a bunch of blocks. It adds about like 30 plus blocks or so. As you can see, many of them are basic blocks, and then many of them have like special features and content and stuff. So it's a block library. But even their regular blocks will have extra settings. So right off the bat, you know it's a block library. It's got extra settings. What else is cool about Cwicly? I love this little shortcut tool section. So you can put your favorite ones in here. So they put some common ones already, like section, div, columns, and then heading and titles and such and so forth. But let's pretend I never use image. Let's pretend I never use buttons. Let's pretend I never use columns. I can go in here and I can like search for whatever. Let's pretend I like to use tabs a lot. Whoops, tabs. There you go. And I can put it there. So you can make your own bar. I think it would have been really awesome if they like allowed you to add tons and like the spacing gets tighter, or like if you add many, it becomes like a 2-column bar. That would be really cool. Actually, I didn't even try, but that would be really cool. Other things on here, like this is their navigator thing. The last thing for me to show you from here is actually just a site library. So I'm gonna go, let's add a section here, and in here we're gonna do the site library. So I'm going to go here, and I believe, is it patterns? Okay, so this is the default one. Oh, I know what I want. Sorry, I'm in here. I need to go here. This is their design libraries, and from here I can choose, you know, decorative or whatever. You got to wait for it. Okay. All right, I don't like those. How about popular? Okay, here we go. And now we get to throw some pages in. Right? It's already pre-built, and then you edit it and you mess with it and you play around with it. Let's do this. We're gonna go to view page. Okay. Cool. I'm sure they're like mobile responsive and all that. We'll leave that alone. Now, right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you that I'm not a big fan of the UI. I think it's very cluttery. It's very messy. There's too many different fonts going on. Like you see like different font size, and you hover, you get a different thing. Like too much different styling, too many things in different places. This ID class tag stuff, like this could have been at the bottom. Why is it at the top? I don't like that. I'm also not a fan of so many things being hidden behind icons. I kind of didn't like that. I much preferred like, let's see if I can find, okay, here we go. Here's a regular design element. Did it add? Oh boy, I don't know where it added, so I can't find it. But I like the way the default Gutenberg blocks, I just think their settings are cleaner. Yes, there's a little more scrolling, but you're not like clicking around in endless tabs trying to figure out where you are and how to do basic things. So in a sense, I think the default Gutenberg settings were simpler to work with. I really love this toolbar. It's cool. This upper bar, I feel like it's become a mess. It makes me feel like I've installed 5 plugins when in reality I've just installed 1. So that's what we got. It's like Gutenberg blocks, and then it like adds like, you know, extra editor enhancements, editor features, things you can do right from your editor, add to design library. So this is like advanced like dev stuff. If you're not doing lots of custom stuff, maybe you'll be annoyed. You might prefer just a simple editor. Now let's do this. Let's get ourselves back to the dashboard. I want to show you the themer. Okay, so themer works like this. It relies on FSE, which is the full site editing. Okay, and from here we can go and edit the template. So, you know, we can do yeah, let's type in here. This goes on top of every header. Every page header, that's what I meant to say. Boom. Okay, did I save it? Perfect. And what happens here? There you go. It's on top of every page. I've made a very ugly site, as you can see. Oh wow, the logo's kind of behind there too. So, Themer works good, works well, very easy to use. It's using the full site editor. As of right now, it just does only the theme templates, so like pages and template parts of your theme. Later, they have a roadmap where you'll be able to like customize your WooCommerce pages, you know, like checkout and purchase and all that. Okay, and what else did I have to say about this? What else? I think the UI, the interface, is not so friendly. I think it could be cleaned up a little better. I think it could just be cleaner. This looks really messy to me. I understand, like, maybe even if you're a dev, like maybe you like to work visually, you might prefer this, but for me it looks kind of messy. I prefer the more usual Gutenberg editing experience. And just so, let me compare with, like, say, Stackable, right? Stackable. So this is like a default Gutenberg. I think this just looks cleaner. Don't ask me why. Okay, here's Stackable. I'm gonna go here and let's just add a block. Okay, if I want to browse and be able to see more all at once. Okay, now I'm gonna pick a button, right? And let's say I want to edit what this button looks like. I think it's easier. It's clear. It's easy for me to find what I want to find. I love the text labels. I'm not a big fan of them doing like pure icons. Now I'm gonna show you what it looks like on Cwicly. Let's do buttons. Okay, yeah, this is a Cwicly one. So you see all the ones that have that thing? That's a Cwicly one. So okay, all right, that's a Cwicly button. So it's unstyled. Now I gotta go in here. I gotta choose a background color. Okay. Wow, why does it go all the way across? All right, let's click on this again. Now I gotta hover around sizing and positioning. Okay, all right, that's different sizing. Okay, this is a sizing and positioning. Let's do 150 max width. Okay. And then you see, so I have to like align it. I have to like put a radius on it, where I feel like over here with Stackable, it's already aligned. I didn't even have to mess with much right off the bat. Okay, we're ready to go. So I think it's not so user friendly. Like, yeah, you have more features, but you have to granularly set things more often. Let's just save this. What else did I complain about? Oh yeah, I didn't like the IDs and elements at the top. The hovering signs, I thought this was really cool where you can decide where it goes, but it's only for their blocks, like their sections. You can't do it for all of Gutenberg sections. Okay, dark mode. Yeah, alright, when I saw this demo, it looks super cool when he does it. Come on, where is it? Okay, alright, I couldn't see it in here. Okay, in here. So this reviewer, his demo was dark. Mine's light. For sure, I think the dark looks cooler. I could not figure out how to turn it on to set it to dark mode, so very sad about that. For sure, I complained about all the panel settings. I complained about having to hover my mouse around. Okay, the display, the messy borders between the elements. So yeah, I'm sure you remember the previous page. It was kind of messy. It's messy. You can't see clearly where certain elements begin and certain elements end. Yeah, I don't know, too unstyled for me. But I understand what they're trying to do. Okay. Last thing. Yep, I talked about the Adobe thing. Okay, the user experience. So this is a Gutenberg tool. It's a Gutenberg-based tool. So I have mixed feelings about this because if you really like Gutenberg, you actually may not like this because it kind of goes away from Gutenberg, and then it makes you like it forces you to relearn Gutenberg. Actually, you have to relearn certain things and refamiliarize yourself with things because they kind of do their own version of it. And on the other hand, if you don't like Gutenberg, okay, let's say you don't like Gutenberg, you might think that this is still too much like Gutenberg. So it's a weird middle ground where they're not winning on either end. Personally, I think they could have stuck to a truer Gutenberg UI and then just add a couple extra buttons and features here and there, but not make it where it looks like they reinvented the layouts and now I have to relearn a different Gutenberg layout. That's my personal opinion. Okay, all right, what was fun, what was not fun? So believe it or not, what I really enjoyed about Cwicly was the advanced stuff. Messing around with theme templating, messing around with like the more advanced blocks like fragments and hooks and queries, repeaters. That was a lot of fun to do, but messing with basic things, like for example, as you saw me messing with the button, changing the sizing and the color, I didn't enjoy that so much. It felt tedious to do something that was so easy before. So in a way, I felt like maybe it didn't enhance Gutenberg. It just added more complexity to it when it didn't need that. But overall, let's talk about features. Enhance Gutenberg UI. Whether you actually feel it enhances, that's up to you. The shortcut bar on the left side, I love that. The block library, I felt like their block library was not like clean and easy to use. Like this is what it looks like. And then you have to look at it through this little mini panel. You have to wait for it to load. Okay, now let's look at Stackable's design library. It opens up like this. Looks like that. There's UI kits. There's wireframes. It's just, I don't know. It's just a little easier and cleaner. Okay, theme templating. It's like anybody else. Stackable's got it. Generate Blocks has got it. Many of the comprehensive Gutenberg block plugins are all allowing theme templating. Speed and performance, yes. Fast, clean code, good page scores, like all the rest. Developer features. So you need to go through this and decide which ones you really like, which ones matter to you. I like the fragments. I like that's not so common. Page specific styler, etc. Roadmap, you should definitely pay attention. They've got WooCommerce templating, Mega Menu Builder, raw HTML conversions. They're going to come out with the free version as well. Of course, won't have all these features. The support, for me, looks pretty cool. Looks good. The support documentation was quite comprehensive. So I went through there and I, looked at that. Checked out the community roadmap. So lots of documentation, very easy to use, right? And then you can search. Let's see, very easy to use. This is their discourse, their forum, looks pretty engaged, lots of activity. Roadmap, you can see what they're working on, and you can click on this, it goes to the discourse link. If you go to their Facebook groups, they've got 1,000 members, and I've been in here for like maybe a week or two. Looks pretty active. People are engaged. People are answering each other's questions. Bottom line, Cwicly versus the competition. So Cwicly versus default Gutenberg and block libraries. I think some of you would just prefer the default Gutenberg editor look because it's simpler, straight to the point. Maybe you don't need all those little granular features. Others of you might prefer Cwicly's more visual workflow, the added features, the added settings and options. Okay, versus other Gutenberg page builders like Stackable, Gutenberg Blocks, which is recently added a bunch of stuff. Spectra, this is made by the guys behind the Astra theme. I personally would prefer all three of these over Cwicly. I just felt they were more mature, cleaner, not messing too much with the default. See, look at this, right? This is Stackable's heading. Okay, cool. Right? It's just easier to understand. Like it's just less to worry about. And in here, you still got lots of position. You still got, but it just feels simpler to me. Okay. I understand Cwicly's version is different. Maybe you guys will like the more visual, like the icon heavy. I prefer text labels. Versus modern site builders. Okay, this is more fun. Between Cwicly and like say Breezy, depends on what you like on the workflow, the editor. Between Cwicly and Bricks, I think Bricks, I would prefer Bricks. Between Cwicly and Breakdance, I would prefer Breakdance. Between Cwicly and Oxygen, it kind of depends. I actually would probably prefer Cwicly just because it's simpler and more straight to the point, and I like Gutenberg, and I'm good at Gutenberg. Whereas Oxygen is just, if you like something very visual, you want to literally be able to drag things around, you might prefer it. Cwicly versus the old school bloated page builders like Elementor, Divi, etc. Okay, I'm going to choose Cwicly right off the bat because I hate the code bloat. Okay, my improvement suggestion is if they clean up the UI, then I'm going to like it. They redo that style library, make it open a big panel in the middle, then I'm going to like it. Allow more icons on the shortcut bar, I would like it. Okay, who would I recommend Cwicly for? Not for beginners. Beginners don't even understand Gutenberg, so they won't understand this. I would not, yeah. Definitely not for beginners. Now for devs, I feel like devs that really want granular control are going to prefer Bricks. Devs that like want even more visual and super, like, with who want a more visual workflow will prefer Oxygen. And then devs that want like a simpler, cleaner interface are going to prefer Breakdance. You know what? I got to write this on here. That was so concise. Okay. For diehard Gutenberg page builder users, I think they would prefer stackable, generate blocks, or Spectra. I think Cwicly, the UI is just not mature enough yet. That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. Okay. But if you like Gutenberg, you like editing from Gutenberg, you want some theme templating capabilities, you like the advanced developer features, you need more features than just a simple block library, and you like the UI design, then Cwicly is a good fit for you. Best of all, you can just go to their site and click try it for free, and it fires up a demo site, and you're up and running in 2 minutes. Like, you don't have to sign up for anything, you don't have to buy anything, put your credit card. You can play with it right away and decide if it's for you. I hope you guys like this review. I hope you check out Cwicly, see if it's for you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. See you guys next time.